These are Crumbl cookies, the best cookies in the world. They've got 6 unique cookies with 6 unique designs. Today, I'm turning all of them into slime. Stay tuned until the end because we have a little Shark Week surprise. First up is chocolate chunk. It's basically just a giant chocolate chip cookie with a little bit of chocolate chunks and a little bit of sea salt. Why is there sea salt? I don't know. Before we turn this cookie into a slime, we need to take a look inside. So let's get our cookie cutter, our special cookie cutter from Crumbl. Look how thick this cookie is. We got massive chocolate chunks, but we have chocolate chip charms, so I'm not gonna even focus on that. I think we definitely wanna get this nice tan brown color for our slime. Let's go over to the slime station and pick out our slime ingredients. I've already pre-chosen 2 textures to choose from. So here we have our cloud dough. This is gonna be perfect for our cookie texture. We also have memory butter for our second texture, and this is gonna be more for our frosting. It already kind of looks like a frosting. That'll be for our other cookies. But since chocolate chunk doesn't have any frosting, we're just gonna go with cloud dough. So we're gonna fill up this 16-ounce container full of cloud dough. Because I am such a slime making expert, I know the exact way to make that color. So we're gonna actually use brown, but to make it like that perfect kind of tan color, you actually need a little bit of yellow. That is a trick of the trade. So let's go back over to the slime area. I'm only gonna add like 1 drop of this brown dye, mix this together. We can't make it too dark or else it'll just be really difficult to work with. There we go. Oh yeah, that's coming out. Before I even fully mix that in, I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow because that's gonna give us kind of that warm tone that we're looking for. Kind of see that yellow peeking through. Color Theory 101. They say we don't know it, and they're right. I don't know it. I just know this slime recipe. That's about it. Here we have our chocolate chip cookie. I'm happy with it because it definitely looks like cookie dough. So now let's go over to Charmville to find our chocolate chips. Thankfully, we had the perfect chocolate chunk charms that looked identical to the real cookies. Let's throw some of our chocolate chunks, and I guess I'm just gonna like mix this together. That is looking very much like a chocolate chunk slime if I've ever seen one. Put it into our container. So we have some mixed in, and we'll put a couple on top, make it look all nice. Now that is a chocolate chunk cookie slime. We kind of nailed it. I did kind of mess up on the cookie side of it, but overall I would give this a 7 out of 10. 1 cookie down, we got 5 more to go. On to the next one. Second cookie is peanut butter cookies and cream. I don't understand why this is so dark, but it does kind of look like cloud dough. We need to see the inside of it, see if there's any difference. Jeez, I slammed that really hard. That did not cut. All right, there we go. Whoa, there's the peanut butter side of it. So we got peanut butter chunks, which we do have. We're gonna have to make this like a really dark color. So let's go over to the slime station. Let's get some cloud dough to add into our peanut butter dark slime cookie thingy. We already have brown over on our table. So I'm gonna get some super black because we just need to make this thing really dark. So our biggest challenge is to make this as dark as possible. So let's throw some in there. I do need to activate this because it is like, that's not good. I dipped the slime in some activator off screen. So let's solve that problem. But our next problem is that this looks like a lump of coal. It definitely just needs to be more brown. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it there. So I guess the only thing we can do is try. I hope Buckeye Brown saves us, all right? This is why I don't make slime. I'm so bad at it. Why is it deactivating? What the heck? I literally overactivated this. It just looks so bad. Well, when you're making slime, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Let's go get our charms. We just so happened to find the perfect charms for this slime. Technically, we don't know if the peanut butter chunks in this cookie have hearts. So for all we know, this could be an exact replica of what's in the Crumbl cookie, but it's the perfect shade. I'm just gonna add a bunch of these in here, and boom, there we go. We have the chocolate peanut butter swirl cookie. Why is that the world's most, that name is so stupid, okay? I'm sorry. This does not scream peanut butter. 2 cookies down, 4 more to go. Let's move on to the next one. Next is lemon cupcake. We got a nice sugar cookie base with just a absolutely beautiful yellow frosting. I just love the attention to detail, which reminds me of the attention to detail that we give to our slimes at peachybbies.com, kind of like froggy cubes. This is a beautiful jelly cube slime that comes with a very cute froggy charm. It's super satisfying to play with. You can squish the little jelly cubes. Look at that, squeezing it. It's so satisfying. This is one of my favorites in the shop. We have so many more. You guys can go check out peachybbies.com and buy your own slimes. We restock every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back to the video. Let's cut into this and see what we're working with. Let's give it the old push. Oh, that's so satisfying to use. I love that. This definitely looks to me like a little bit of a cloud dough. These white sprinkles are gonna be perfect because we have the exact same charms here. And this frosting is giving me an idea. Let's go over to the slime station. Obviously for the main cookie part, we're gonna be using cloud dough. For frosting, clay. I thought of clay. The reason why I chose clay, because when you look closely, when you break it apart, to me it looks like frosting, and we can actually mold it together, and I really just want to recreate a cool little swirl pattern. So that's what we're gonna do. So I need to dye this yellow. We're gonna add our neon bright yellow. We really don't need that much. Whoa, this looks like, this is gonna look identical. Now we have the perfect yellow. So I think in order to make that really cool frosting pattern, so I think I'm just gonna roll this out and kind of guesstimate the shape. So I guess we'll just start from the center. Make our little swirl, just pull it apart, make this end look nice and pretty. All right, there we go. Gonna set that off to the side. Now next, we need to make our sugar cookie, just the most tiniest bit of brown. It's definitely a little bit yellow, so let's just add a little bit of yellow. And now we just kind of gotta mix this together. Now we have our perfect sugar cookie color. We're gonna fill up our container with the cloud dough. So let's add that. And then now we're gonna put our little frosting swirl, make it look nice, boom. Now it's time to add the sprinkles. Whoa, where'd those come from? I don't know how they got there. So let's add a little sprinkles. Oh my God, I feel like I could work at Crumbl. That looks pretty darn close to the real thing. And the color dang near looks identical. On to the next one. Fourth one is M&M. This one is giving kinda basic. It just looks like kinda like a normal sugar cookie, kinda chocolate chip. So to make things interesting, since this cookie is basic, I'm gonna give myself 20 seconds to dye this slime. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, added a little bit of yellow, brown. I'm wasting so much time. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so stressful. Why is this one so strong? The other one was not this strong. What the heck? This isn't even a bit. I feel like I'm getting trolled right now. I think that was time. Wow, this one looks so bad. Well, I might have been a little too confident going into this one, but listen, M&M cookies are so basic that it kind of gets what it deserves. This is the closest thing we have to M&Ms. They're really just like rainbow chocolate chips. That's fine. You know what? Chocolate chips taste better anyways. Throwing this cookie base in here, making it look all pretty. Now I'm just gonna kind of take a handful. We're just gonna kind of go like, boom. There we go. That is our M&M slime. Mid at best. 4 down, 2 to go, but wait until you see our last cookie. Cookie number 5. This is strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream bar. Strawberry ice cream bar. This one is super unique. There's so many like crumbles on the inside. Then we got the crumbles on top with a little bit of like, I guess, frosting ice cream on top. Real interesting. So let's cut into it and see what we're working with. This never gets old. Oh, that one I think was the most satisfying. This frosting definitely looks really cool. We literally have crumbles that look identical. And I love the way that they put this kind of like crumble on the outside with like the little bits. So slime-wise, I got the perfect thing to add in, but let's go pick out our bases. For this one, we're actually gonna be using memory butter because it looks identical to the frosting, and what's even better, it's white, so we don't even have to add any color to it, so I can't mess it up. Obviously, we're gonna be using this for the cookie, so I may have skipped ahead and already dyed the slime this cookie color, because how many times do you need to see me make the same colored slime? But I'm kind of upset that I did, because this is by far the most perfect color match I think I've made in this video. So to match this base, I'm actually gonna try to do the outside of it. It looks like they just kind of coat it in like this like sugar crystal thingy. So I just have these little red crumbles that we are just gonna kind of mix into this base, and I think that should be perfect for this. Now it's time to just mix it in. Now I know the cookie, they just kind of douse the outside of it, but we're doing the slime version. We can do whatever we want. So now I got it mixed in. I feel like I'm making like a red burrito. That looks like enough. Now it's time to put it in the container. So I put as much as I could in, but I didn't want to sit here for another 20 minutes to do that. What I'm gonna do is just kind of get the rough size, so like that, pretty close, like that. So I'm gonna take this out, and we're just gonna kind of coat the outside of it, make a big old mess. Because if you look at it, it's like really covered. All right, so now we're gonna stick this bad boy in there. That looks pretty dang close. Now it's time to add the ice cream frosting, which I don't know how it's ice cream frosting and it doesn't melt. That to me doesn't make any sense, but I'm not Crumbl cookie. I'm a slime expert, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of put this on here. Actually, that looks like a lot. Let's not put that much. Let's cut this in half. I'm gonna do a good job, okay? I need to be better than Erin and Anna. I wanna flex on them. She's editing behind the camera. She didn't look when I said that. She has headphones on, I'm realizing now. Last part, super simple. We just gotta mix some of our red and white crumbles together. Give it a good old mix, and then we just kind of add it on top. Boom. There we go. That is our recreation, or I guess slimification, patenting that word right now, of this cookie. I'd say so far, this one is my favorite recreation we've made, but I think you're gonna really like the last one. For our final cookie in honor of Shark Week, Crumbl Cookie made Sugar Shark, which is gonna be very traumatic for me because I do not like sharks one bit. They terrify me. Once again, we have another sugar cookie base, and then we have a beautiful blue frosting, and then these absolutely terrifying shark gummies. Like, why'd they have to add that? Why can't it just be like blue and imply that like, oh, this is for Shark Week? No, they have to add these things. Unnecessary, Crumbl, unnecessary. I guess we're gonna cut into it now. Enjoy this, sharks. Oh God, it's literally just a sugar cookie with blue frosting and a gummy. And guess what? We already have our sugar cookie base. The one thing we do got a color match, it's our beautiful frosting base. So this one actually looks like there's a little bit of green. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of sky blue to this thing. I really don't wanna go looking in Charmville for the sharks. If we ever have to do a video where we have to jump in the ocean with sharks and play with slime, you know who's not gonna be doing it? Me. That sounds like an Erin video. To get the exact color match, we're gonna add just a tiny bit, little bit of green here. That looks dang near identical. Last but not least, we gotta assemble this slime, so we gotta put our perfectly colored frosting on top. And to top it off, we got the scariest charm in the Peachybbies warehouse. I would give this slime a 10 out of 10, but sharks are so scary, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Take that, sharks. That's it, we turned every Crumbl cookie into slime. Make sure you like the video and comment down below which one's your favorite, and also comment which store's menu we should recreate next.